Report it immediately to the protocol officer. Remember, colluding with criminals is a serious offense.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? Aye, well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Maurice Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy. How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business. Beliefs? They're the truth. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, they knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it. If you've seen them out in Casterfell Woods, I know they might come across as proper nasty. But look, they say the earth speaks to them, and they listen. Now, folk have been saying there's a voice in the earth around here since the year dot. These druids, or whatever you want to call them, they say that's true. So, mayhap we should be listening to it too, eh? I want what's best for village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted. Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look, just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot with old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer. Not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is Vicar. Summat had to be done. Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet, or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is, pure and simple. Oh aye, or chuck you in that jail of theirs, which is just as much a death sentence, except slower. All I'm saying is that we messed up with factories and machines and that. We should have stayed close to the soil. Simple as that. How is that treason? I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere Vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, eh? Fair enough. Here, you take this as a thank you, I suppose. I'm happy, you're happy, and the village doesn't have to worry about that quizzling Maisie anymore. And look, if you want to know more about her, the purpose, well, there's someone I'd love you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. I'll mark the spot for you. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed. Oh, you'd have to ask him that yourself. I'll leave that pleasure to you. Me, I'm happy here in the shop, where I never have to look at the man. Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow. Oh aye, and what a grand life it is here. Like a scenic stalag, this is. There's some as say it's like Hitler and his lot managed to invade after all. Me, I say the Germans would have made a much better job of it. Listen, a word to the wise, eh? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not somewhat to sympathize with.
Civilians! Stand back, citizens!
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day. You're sweet for saying so. It's easy to lose hope in this place. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this? Oh? Could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single... Bless you, thank you. Bye now. Did you want something? That's all good. People come here to barter all the time. Might have new... Bye now.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
See that big metal bugger? I could help it. I could.
Steady on, George. It's got guns on it, you know.
Aren't you? Something I want to have a little chat about. Them messages I asked you to collect. You didn't go prying in. It's just that, well, you see, someone has. Never mind. Forget I mentioned it. You've done naught to make me think you betrayed us. It's easy to get distrustful of folk around here, you know. See you round.
Onwards, onwards, mustn't grumble.
Mr. Gallo has escaped from the detention facility. All citizens should be on the lookout for this dangerous malefactor.
I don't know why I bother.
Do as you're told, right?
Well,
Well,
a new
there's
face.
nobody here now.
Good day.
Nothing.
You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here, is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it, post-haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. This isn't Scarborough, with holidaymakers just swanning about the place. No, being a visitor here puts you in a very unique position. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, You'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. Oh, and another thing. I've just had a runner tell me of some commotion at the prison. Our radio's currently out of commission, so I don't have the full gen yet. But if you encounter a scientist, Dr. Garrow, you should beware. I take no pleasure in ordering the death of a woman, but she's a threat to everyone in the zone. If you see her, I strongly advise you to kill her instantly. No talk, no moments of mercy. Fire and be done. Yes, what is it? Infected? You mean to say contaminated by that vile blue muck? And she would keep him hidden and endanger the whole village? Good Lord. I'll send someone over immediately. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. I'm delighted to hear it. Your assistance is appreciated. I shan't forget it. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at Skethermore. With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. But before that, there's another matter in which I'd appreciate your assistance. It seems some of the villagers are unhappy with our recent enforcements of martial law and have allied themselves with the savages in the woods. The swine broke in here and stole several items. Most importantly, part of our radio set. Reparations for injustice, they called it. I have no doubt that they intend to make a gift of them to those so-called druids as some sort of offering. That shower of feeble-witted maniacs thinks that anything scientific must be returned to the soil, as if radios are some form of root vegetable, apparently. But what they took is critical and highly sensitive. Yes, that's the ticket. Listen. I have an escape plan. You've helped me, and I'm willing to reciprocate it by bringing you along when we leave. But it's all for nothing if we don't have the radio to send a signal requesting extraction. Once the interference field is cleared. If these druids have our radio equipment, I can make a good educated guess as to where they'll have salted it away. I'll mark the spot on your map for you. I cannot emphasize how vital repairing our radio is. Anything else you find there? Well, that can remain buried as far as I'm concerned. Excellent. Good luck. Yes, what is it? been a what? Sergeant, take a squad to the church at once. And the culprit? Surely not the vicar. Good Lord! One cannot even trust a man of God in this place. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. I'm delighted to hear it. Your assistance is appreciated. I shan't forget it. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you with us on the same side. But before that, it seems some of the villagers are unhappy with our recent The swine broke it. I have no... That shut... But what they took... Yeah. If...
Keep your nose clean.
Attention! There has been an incident at the detention center. Do you know that person?
Keep the peace, Sibby.
Trust Captain Sims. The protocol was enacted for the good of the country at large, not the quarantined area. If necessary, the quarantined area will be sacrificed.
Until the area is once again declared safe.
Let's not have any trouble.
about this? Hands away from any weapon.
Not sure I like the look of you. No sign of him. Must have lagged it.
An experiment to them in the south. We're just guinea pigs. Why can't anyone else see that?
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could. Leave tomorrow if we could.
I see you! Let's be civilized about this. Hey, hands away from any weapons. Not as dumb as you look, Civvy.
The pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind. Keep your nose clean. Hands away from any weapons, you.
Wish we could still get the light program.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
We're protecting them, the bloody ungrateful swine.
It's always the buggies with the guns who get to say what's what, even if they're full of fucking.
you ass!
You suffer. Let's have a look then.
And will be treated as such. Don't make us hurt you.
I'm gonna cut you to pieces.
Coward! Stand aside! Back, or you'll be sorry!
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Weapon down now.
They were here.
Have any information about this crime? If so, report it immediately to the protocol officer. Remember, colluding with criminals is a serious offense. Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the
Fancy hiding a freak like that in your bedroom, I ask you.
It were husband, mate.
Not once he changed, he wasn't. Then he was just a liability. She should have let us torch him as soon as he started to turn.
What do we do now, anyway?
I don't know. Search for contraband, I suppose. That's the only thing you feel like. Ain't that Wyndham? Yeah. Look, it's the city. We commandeer.
Lost him.
Watch your step. Hands away from any weapons, you.
Do as you're told, right?
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been located in the Scattermore fields. Please stay away from there until it has been sterilized.
Not safe yet. Steady now. No sudden move.
There's someone here.
Midnight.
Something there!
Oh, you're dead meat. Back the way you came, or die.
Splendid.
There's no one here.
Are they gone?
Must have spooked them.
Is that it? Did I scare them off? Not sure I like the look of you. Don't be a fool. Stand down.
Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
Here we go!
Hey. Let's be civilized about this. Hey, hands away from any weapons.
About this crime? If so, report it immediately to the protocol officer. Remember, colluding with criminals is a serious offense. Your vigilance can save lives.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
It's over for ya.
Stay
Show
sharp.
King.
Don't want any more surprises.
I don't know your face.
Is that it? Did I scare him off?
I'm taking a shot.
Who's there? No sign of him now. Must have been a runner.
Two.